No, I'm not going to be on camera. You're going to stare at this. And I'm going to talk, and you're going to listen. Because I'm tired of this. So, stare at a little teddy bear. This message is for you-know-who. It's for one specific person whose initials are CLS. The rest of you, if you ever were lucky enough to see this, or if you saw this, cool, it's not for you, don't make it fit. If it does, wear the shoe. Let me see if I can find your picture so I can look at it and not lose my train of thought. Let's see here. Okay. We need to talk. It's been 5 years, 6 years of this stupid cat and mouse game that you're playing, where you get to sit behind invisible screens that I can't see, but you can see through. And you've been seeing me every single day since you've been gone. Since you did what you did and knowingly did it and took off with your mom. I have done a lot of work since then on myself, on my everything. And throughout all of it, I haven't been able to figure out why are you still watching me? Because if you loved me, you wouldn't have done what you did. And then you wouldn't have stayed away. And then you wouldn't have been spying and stalking me since then. While you're in my clothes and sitting on our furniture, probably living in another house you bought with someone else. I don't know, because I have no idea what the fuck you did with anything that belonged to me or that you gave me. You simply disappeared. But you haunted me this entire time. So, I can't ask you to leave because you won't. I can't ask you to show up because you won't. And you know, if you ever did show up, the best friends in us would immediately take over. And everything would be fine. Just one phone call, one message, one hey. And all these years of wasted life would have been brought to justice. That chapter could be closed and we could move on, you know? But you've left these wounds lingering for both of us. While I've been evolving, you've been stalking. And every time I run from you, you chase me faster. But when I turn around and say, what do you want? You run away as if you were never there. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of feeling you from a distance. I'm tired of loving you. I'm tired of your telepathic messages. I am tired of your energy. Because I have spent a decade of my life being lied to by you. And I thought you were my partner and that we were building a legacy. But you took everything and left and have stalked me since. So I'm really wondering, why are you so obsessed with me that you showed up in my life, took everything from me, pretended to be me in your life I followed after you knew me, but you've still watched me all this time? What am I supposed to do with that? And then knowing that all of the drama, the conflict, the complaining, the nagging, the fighting, the yelling, the silent treatments, the ghosting, everything was caused by you manipulating me because you knew what you were doing and I thought we were building a relationship. But you were grooming your target to take from me, which you did, and which has been noted and confirmed because it's been more than half a decade that you still haven't returned anything, shown up, apologized, or even said, hey. And I called you my friend, my lover, the love of my life, and that I trusted you. And you betrayed all of that on purpose with intent to this very moment that you avoid communicating. But you're watching me. So I'm not really certain what to do with you anymore. Whether you're a soul contract, whether you are a aspect of myself, whether you are a divine partner I'm supposed to be with, or a lesson I'm supposed to learn and let go. I can't seem to let go of you because you won't let go. You're the one holding on to me. I refuse to be holding on to something that keeps stealing from me. I've refused to even be in any sort of a relationship or have any form of romantic or intimate contact with anybody for years because I simply am unable to trust people with dicks or vaginas. You all lie. And then I'm told I have trust issues. Well, obviously, I have trust issues. These issues have been compounded for more than one lifetime, not just because of you, dear little Leo. Now you know, and you knew, and you pretended. At least I think you pretended. I don't even know that we were, telepathic, that we were connected. We had all these experiences in a fucking fairy tale romance love story. We literally lived that. And then we let the illusion deceive us and ruin us. And I warned you of that. I told you what was happening, and you knew, and you gaslit me. Do you remember how many nightmares I would have daily, waking up with pillows soaked in tears, running down the fucking stairs, screaming to look for you because I was terrified, alone, and being abused? And do you remember how you'd come up every fucking morning, running up those stairs to catch me before I even got to the first stair? And you would always take care of me in every way. You paid for everything and never let me pay for anything because you said I had been through enough. You bought me every fucking thing I wanted from my childhood to whatever I could dream up and whatever we manifested. You purchased it and paid for it because you said, don't go to work. I want you to relax and be at peace. And all that time, you saved every fucking receipt and then you took everything back, including the family we built. All the while, you were preparing to live your own life with everything you were buying me. And I thought you were telling me the truth and that we were a partnership. Now, all these years later, you're still stalking me, still benefiting from the pain you're causing, and still being a ghost. And I'm supposed to have this telepathic connection with you and live this life through subliminal messages and songs from you to know that what you did on purpose to get me to wake up and to stop being so confrontational. Yet all you've done all this time is ensure that I be confrontational with you when I see you. Because you have taken years to even say hello. And you knew this. Do you remember what those nightmares were about? Do you? They were about the life I'm living now. A life where you betrayed Sophie. A life where you took from me A life where you hated me and stalked me and abused me, and you knew what was happening. And you comforted me and pretended it wasn't happening and that it was never going to happen. You vowed to me, you swore to me, you bled with me, not on purpose. We cried together, we slept together, we were one person. And you took from me. And you took until there's nothing left, not even teeth in my mouth, and you still take. And still you avoid to say hi. And I'm supposed to keep thinking that the next motherfucker that shows up in my life is going to treat me better. I'm done. I'm done with what you people call love on this planet. It is not worth it to trust you because I spent 6 years of my life trusting you for nothing. When all I asked you to do from the beginning was to open up to me, talk to me. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Why don't you want me to buy you clothes? Let me pay for that coffee. Let me take you somewhere. We never go anywhere. Why don't I go? What is it, money thing? I'll pay. I have my disability check. Come on, let's go. You wanted nothing, yet you took everything. Because you already had everything in another house somewhere else, didn't you? With another family, with another everything, and you were using me to benefit yourself and them. Like Henry and Maleficent stealing her wings to build your empire around them. You stole, you stole, and you stole. And still you steal my time, my patience, my tears, my emotions. Because I can't hate you. I can't hate you. Ever. But I am so beyond angry at you for being such a coward and turning every beautiful memory of my life into a poisonous lie within my soul, scattered like stars on my heart. If anyone ever does this, it's another lie, isn't it? If anyone says that, it's another lie, isn't it? Waking up to somebody, oh, they're probably just sneaking around doing something before I wake up, aren't they? And you said I ruined myself for injecting myself with estrogen to save my life. When you were the reason I was so afraid and in survival mode the entire time. You were the serpent in my bed. Dear little Leo. And if you weren't, you'd be here by now, wouldn't you? You wouldn't wait for me to be stronger than this and to be better than this and to handle this better and to be more graceful and to be whatever the fuck else. Because I'm tired of being everything for everyone and being given nothing in return. I tire of this charade you call love. If you loved me, you wouldn't have stolen from me. If you stole from me because it's a life lesson, you would have been back already. Yet you're not. And I have to hear about your story from a mutual internet friend because you're too much of a coward to message me yourself. And then if I call you that, then it's like, oh, there he is. Yeah, there's the damage you left. There's the mistrust you raised. There's the fucking defenses and armor you made me put on when your energy shows up. Because you are a parasite. Prove me wrong. You pretended and feigned so much affection towards me. Where is any of it now? Where have you been? And how can you claim that you know exactly how I'm going to respond when I ever see you face to face? When you are too cowardly to appear face to face, and you allow your ego and your mind to make those decisions for you, if not your mother. I loved you, and some part of me will always love you. But you are cruel to me. You're cruel. And no, I will not go and be happy with another person and be like, oh, who are you? No, I'm done. Not another man, not another woman. I've even felt betrayed by God because of how much you deceived me and how much I allowed myself to be deceived by you because I gave you the benefit of the doubt. And I waited and gave you patience and I gave you my life, my memories, my dreams, my hopes. And you took everything and gave nothing back of yourself. And then you shared your body with others and your voice to speak ill upon my life and your actions to deceive me and keep you in the shadows. That's not love, little lion. That's not love. I have loved you and I will always love you. And some part of me will always be in love with you. Some part of me will always long for you. But maybe, just maybe, that's the part of me that needs to die next and be sacrificed at the altar. Because that's the part of me that can't heal. There was no justice. There was no defense. There was no protector. There was no guardian. There was no love in what you did to me and what God allowed to happen to me through you. This wound of betrayal runs so deep it has struck the chord of God. You deceived me. You deceived me not in one lifetime but in two, Guillermo. And God, Goddess knows how many prior to that. You deceived me, Guillermo. If you have any faith or hope in what we were and what we could have been, you would have shown up by now. So from now on, I swear this to you. On the grain of truth that was what we called love between us. Anytime I feel your energy from now on, I will eliminate it in a field of black light. I will not send you love and light. I will not send you compassion or beautiful thoughts. I will simply send it to the void. You've made yourself an enemy. Not even a parasite. Even parasites get satiated. You've been doing this for almost 11 years now. Show some decency or get off my channel. You fucked my life up. And I thank you for that too. And because of you, now I know what regret is. I don't regret being with you. I regret trusting you when I should have used you like how you were using me. But then I would have been like you. So the true regret is choosing to respond to that email you sent me when I was in Arkansas. when I should have just deleted it the minute you mentioned Frankie's name. Now I'm going to go and stomp out of this room and throw a temper tantrum, as most of you, assume. But I'm going to go and play with that dog. I'm going to go make myself some food. Probably eat a star fruit or something. There's nothing you can do, little lion, to make things better. The only thing that has ever been asked of you is just to be there. And you couldn't even handle that because of your own emotional and mental problems, which you tried to blame me for. But I warned you, I told you, I directed you, I guided you, I taught you, and I showed you how. And yet you still used all that against me. So you know what you're doing, and I don't need to teach you, and I don't need to even acknowledge your existence anymore. Not only did you steal from me, you stole from my grandmother, my grandfather, my mother, my sister, my other sister, my little brother, and all the things I had from 32 to 33 years of life before I met you. You took it all, including my business and everything you gifted me with, including a house that you bought me as an engagement present. You took that too. And then you made up bullshit about me. So there's no way you can undo any of that. There's no way that any forgiveness you ask for will ever be met, because I cannot forgive any of that, because there has been nothing done to warrant forgiving you. You have never even asked for it. So it's not even a matter of forgiving you. It's just a matter of letting this emotion go. And that emotion is attached to your cord, which is attached to a contract attached to our souls. So in order for me to truly get rid of that contract, the part of me that still feels any sort of sympathy for you has to die. And I have no problem doing that, because I've destroyed and killed enough versions of myself. This is just another pain. This is just another sacrifice. So there's no ultimatum, there's nothing. You're either going to show up, communicate, or you're not. And communication has been your problem since 2011. You only do it when you want something or when you have a point to make. So since your points make no points to me anymore, and you're too afraid to communicate, I'm assuming you're going to be watching my channel even more. So I'm going to feel your energy because I know what you feel like. I loved you. And I'm just going to ignore it. So if you want to show up, you know how to get a hold of me, obviously. And if you don't show up in any way, then every other fucking card reader that you go to figure out what to do about me is pretty much going to tell you to fuck off. Because the next time anybody picks up on a Leo sun sign, Cancer moon sign that is chasing after a Virgo, they're just going to ignore it. Because this energy isn't just between the little Leo and me either. It's a lot of us all across the world, and you guys are doing the same shit. And I'm tired of it. So, how many more sunrises are you people going to waste? I find it astonishing that this test from the universe is failed so easily by so many of you, when all you have to do is show up. It's so funny, isn't it? Or pathetic. But whatever, do as you will. Leave me out of it.